Good.
Fantastic.
Right here.
Nice to see you again.
Give me a good comfy couch.
Yeah.
I'm good to go. Yeah, nice to see you.
Yeah, the couch is there.
Nice.
I saw graduation was the other day.
Oh.
Did you have something today too?
So exciting. No, we're leaving to go to Australia.
Oh,
That's You're going for a while too.
Going for 5 weeks.
5 weeks? Wow, you're going for a month.
I know. So we leave early Sunday morning, and then we're back August 2nd. So we miss all of July.
Wow. Yeah, totally.
We're going to Prince Edward Island for 2 weeks.
Oh, it's my favorite place. So whereabouts are you going?
Cavendish.
Cavendish is my favorite.
We go to a place called Marco Polo Land.
It's a
Yeah, it's a big
campground.
campground. Yep. Yep. No, they're.
I wonder if I know all the answers to this.
That'll be fun to
To
chat about.
find out.
I meant to send you it and just be like, can you make sure that these are correct? But
Yeah.
we'll be fine.
Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I love going to PEI. I've been 17 times to PEI.
That's awesome. I have never been yet, but
Oh, it's great for the
definitely
kids.
yeah,
It's really good.
not too far to drive.
And it's just it's a calm place to go.
And Marco Polo.
Fantastic. What
Okay, well, welcome to Trivia for Tomorrow.
I'm so
It's
excited.
the end of June. We have Sam the Pad here. All the questions today are from your book, Ottawa Made. It's really special to have you here.
Thank
You're
you.
not allowed to play because you know the answers. You wrote the book.
Right.
But we've basically doubled the amount of players from last month. So we're close to 80
Amazing.
people that could be playing today. And I'll just kind of go over the rules really quickly. So it's a diminishing point system. So you have 100 points. The longer you take to answer the question, the less points you have. That avoids ties. We also have cash prizes. So the first 3 place individuals will receive $250, $150.
Wow.
Also, if you win, and that's across 3 rounds, if you win simply just 1 round, you get your entry fee back if you like. So we always say as a charity, you can have your donation back if you like, and most
Right.
people don't. So then also at the end of the game, we're going to do draws based on the odds. So this is money that could go back. We're taking basically 20% of all revenue from the game and awarding it as 65% and then 2 17.5% raffles. So that could be cash in youth-led projects, that could be cash into schools, whatever it is, and the businesses that help sponsor us will actually be able to decide where that goes.
You don't have any math questions for me, though, right?
No math.
Okay, fantastic.
No math.
Good. We'll be fine then.
We want to just highlight too that the Mayor's Charity Golf Classic is happening on August 7th. There's still a few foursomes left, and of course that's presented by Full Script, which is amazing to have them there. I hear there's a few scratch golfers on their team. So, but yeah, we're going to be getting into it in about 2 minutes. So. I'm going to jump off because people, the feedback I've received is they just want to be able to read the questions themselves and not hear me read them.
Right.
But yeah, welcome and good luck to everybody. Hopefully some of you bought the book so that you've got a competitive advantage. But we'll get going and we'll see you at the end of this first round. I will be drawing a little raffle within the platform. We'll pause the game briefly and then we're going to raffle off a Youth Ottawa t-shirt and also an extra ballot to a team. So they increase their odds of winning those jackpots.
Oh, exciting.
So good luck, everyone. Okay, and now we're just literally on the live stream. We're not talking to the participants. And we've got 43 seconds left. I think you're going to like these questions
I
that
can't
we
wait.
pulled.
I'm so excited.
And you did give everyone a hint on that
I
social
did.
media
Did
clip,
you like
right?
the ironic
I did.
thing?
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I didn't get it when you said it, and then
Oh.
I watched it. I was like, ah.
Yeah.
And
I
actually,
think I didn't take a swing at it. It was
yes,
another way. Yeah,
I went back and listened to Alanis's album, that iconic album again, because of course, growing up, the 3 or 4 singles that were on the MTV all the time, but that's such a deep album.
Oh, it's a good album.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Love this song. Exciting.
Okay, so let's see here. Our players. Okay, first question. According to Mayor Mark Sutcliffe, which 2 sectors does Ottawa lead in due to its concentration of bright minds? And Jeslin's playing here, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so technology and education, does that sound right, Sam?
Sounds pretty good to me.
I mean, yeah.
I think everyone knew that
We
one.
know that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So 80%. Now let's see here. Okay, so off to a start here with Loic. So we've got lots of companies playing. We're going to see, obviously, the multi-game will come into play after the first. But so far, the team in first place is Rise Academy. Do you know anything about Rise Academy?
I don't.
It's a lady, Rebecca Chambers, started basically, it's a private school, but they're able to give credits for experiential learning.
Oh.
And they've done some amazing work out in the community. So question number 2, in the final version of Canada's flag, the 13-point maple leaf was altered. Who was the artist responsible for the change and why, and what did they change it to? Oh, so it's a bit of a mixed bag here, right?
Interesting. Yeah.
So the iconic 11-point maple leaf on Canada's flag.
Yeah.
And Ryan is coming up for the current round winner, and also he's jumped over Lynn here. Now, Eco Dry Cleaners, a beautiful youth-led project on this game.
Nice.
So 26-year-old bought a dry cleaning business that shut down during the pandemic, and they actually are trying to fundraise to fix a few of their machines.
Oh, very
They've
cool.
also got a social enterprise component where they will loan out suits and clothes to people going for job interviews. So the third question here, the Contempora phone. Now this one surprised me, Sam, when I read that.
Yeah.
Like a phone was made here, the first kind of
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the first phones,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah. And that's such a famous phone too.
I know. I think everyone had that in their kitchen at some point, right? So 1974, 18% answered correctly, okay? So just 6 years after its release, it was on the stamp. So Ryan still holding steady, 189 points.
Caroline Phillips wrote that chapter.
Did she?
She did.
Okay. Yeah, I always wonder, how did you split this up?
So I had started to write it, so I had written, quite a few. I wrote maybe 4,
Okay.
and then we had a bunch left, and we just divided them up.
Okay. Yeah. That's great too.
Wasn't hard.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Question 4. Why did instant mashed potatoes become popular with campers and backpackers? They tasted better, or they're easier to make with cold water, they were lighter and easier to carry, they were government issued. Let's see. Okay. Correct answer is lighter and easier. That makes sense. So that's definitely made it easier to haul heavy sacks of real potatoes.
Yeah.
So let's just see here on the rankings where we're at. Ryan holding steady with 189 points. Okay, so Eco Dry Cleaners, 119 points, but it's a pretty close race with Rise and Celebrate.
Tight for sure.
Okay, now this is where you can actually you can wager your points. There's a few questions. So what you've earned to this point, you can bet them all, and lose them all, or jump up quite a bit. So we'll see if people play it safe or what on this question. So what was the name of the master's canoe used by fur traders and indigenous people capable of carrying over 6,000 pounds? Did you write this chapter?
I didn't. Caroline did.
Okay. So let's see.
I think I have an idea, but
Okay, well this is tough. Okay, correct answer. How would you pronounce that, Sam?
Maître.
Okay.
Yeah. That's what I would say anyway.
Oh, multi-game. Okay, Christopher. So I'm going to pause it here before the next question. And I'm actually going to do a quick little raffle. So I'm going to go live.
Okay.
So we're going to go live within the app here, and we are going to raffle off a t-shirt. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll see if anyone wins within... No, not that. No, it's done within here. Okay, so the t-shirt's gone out. We're going to see who got that. It's actually Devin at TYSN won a t-shirt. Congratulations.
Wow.
And here we go. We're going to go back to playback control, and we're live again on the game. So current team rankings, Celebrate, Eco Dry Cleaners, Youth Ottawa, a couple players here, staying in the race. The youth policy night is a young person, 22 years old, wants to create a night. Well, he is doing it. He's an Ottawa youth counselor. where young people are invited into the full script office to talk about a policy for the city that they want to introduce.
So smart.
But he wants to feed everyone, so we need to find him some money
Okay.
to do that. So hopefully he
Okay.
wins one of these
Very
jackpots today.
Cool. Very cool.
Okay. Overall multi-game team rankings. And here we go. This is going to be interesting to see
It's tight.
who takes this. Yeah. Okay, next question here. Who was the former employee who became the majority owner of Beaver Tails Canada in 2022?
Oh, this is a good one.
And what a great story that is,
Oh,
too.
it's fantastic.
I saw the founders speak at the 40 Under 40. They were a couple years ago acknowledged as lifetime builders.
Oh, with the Bobs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, was it the Bobs?
yeah.
And
Yeah.
what a cool story.
Oh, it was great. I
a
love that.
lot of young employees too, right?
Yeah.
Along the way.
And he just emailed me yesterday, actually.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So correct answer was Pinot.
Uh-huh.
Very cool. 13%. So this could change things up quite a bit. So Christopher currently takes top spot of this round.
Wow.
And obviously we're just in the first round, so.
The pace is great, though.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it pays, you know, we're getting the feedback still. It's early days, but I think
Yeah.
it's enough time to answer.
Yeah.
Enough time to figure out how to wager.
Oh, I love this one.
So there's 3 more questions here. What common winter problem for Canadian kids inspired the invention of the mitten boots dryer? I mean, we all remember these days, eh? Coming in from
Oh,
the
yeah.
snow and tobogganing.
Yeah. Love
There
it.
we go. That's a layup.
And he's from Canada.
Oh yeah?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're moving along here. Multi-game. Okay, so this is for the first one, but just a couple questions left in the first round, and Celebrate currently up top.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to see the 2 youth projects are also second and third place. We really want them to win.
For sure, for sure.
All right, here we go. Another flag question. What was the nickname given to the flag with 3 red maple leaves and blue stripes preferred by Pearson? Let's see here.
Uh-huh. I wrote this chapter.
You did? Okay, so
Yep.
I mean,
So if
know
I don't
this
know this,
one.
I'm in deep trouble.
well,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? A little bit of a mixed bag. I mean, I guess a few folks haven't read the book yet. That's what tells
That's
me. So we
okay.
gotta get the book
Yeah.
into your hands. You're gonna love it. I mentioned my father was reading it to try to get ready for this game, and my
Yeah.
father-in-law read it. He's like an amazing reader. Reads every day. He can finish like a book in a day, and he
Oh,
read
wow.
it. He read it in like an afternoon. It
Yeah.
was like I didn't know how many people from Ottawa
Yeah.
were so successful and
Yeah.
did so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Read for the cottage, too.
So, what was Jerry Kathnisson's early invention at age 12 that hinted at his future in electronics?
Mhm.
And there we have a picture of the thermostat, right?
Yep. Caroline wrote this chapter,
Okay.
just in case you're
Well,
looking for any
internet's a little
slow.
stuck there for a sec. So, okay, being able to mute the TV on commercials, which these days with all the ads
Yeah.
on YouTube is pretty important.
Oh, we've had a change there,
A
right?
little bit of a change. Celebrate at the top still on this round. Okay, I think we only have a couple of questions left. Okay, so this actually is the last question. So people can really jump the board here by betting it all or playing it safe. So we're going to see some changes, I'm sure, here.
Okay.
Okay, and the last question, our friend here.
Yes.
This is the clue you gave.
Yes.
Right? So what type of wood was used to invent the sambat? Pine, ash, rock maple, or birch? So we're going live here again within. So we have the last question. We're going to see how everyone did here. Only 26% answered correctly on this one, but it was rock maple. So let's see who the winners are for this round. The individuals. Okay, so Gary, that's my dad.
Oh,
Third
wow.
place. Good
You read
job,
the book.
Pops. And Lynn, 230. So it pays off to read the book. Okay, Loic, first place, congratulations. You've got your $25 donation back to you. And we're going to see the next round starting in a moment. So we're counting down. Just a reminder, too, that the Mayor's Golf Tournament, where there's a few more foursomes still available. So just reach out to us at Youth Ottawa if you want to be at that tournament August 7th. And here we are. We're into round 2. So what common kitchen appliance did Robert Wang aim to improve upon with the invention of the Instapot? I thought that was so cool that he invented it. He's from Ottawa.
I know.
I use that thing all the time.
Oh, I know. People
Yeah.
love it. Yeah. I'm a little bit scared of it sometimes.
Oh,
but
yeah? Okay.
I'm afraid I'm going to blow my head off or something, but yeah.
Now, interestingly enough, I think Alphabet Creative is playing, and they did the branding for the box.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, you don't think about. I never thought about box creative before.
Yeah, packaging, all that design and brand work. Okay, so multi-game, Loic, I believe he's with Celebrate, first place, and let's see what the multi-team rankings are here. Celebrate, okay, good job. But we've got the youth policy night right there,
Yeah, so close.
and you're playing for them, right, Jesslyn? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Okay, so this was the clue actually for the bat.
Yes.
You know, you want to take a swing at it, you said. So
Yes, absolutely.
hopefully people read that chapter and are prepared. And a mixed bag, but 57% answering a black bat. So you got it? Okay, amazing.
Good stuff.
Good job, Jesslyn.
I thought it was cool that it was his brother. Yeah.
And Schmitty is faring well this round. Loic still heading, pretty steady with 792. It's going to be hard to catch him, I think. But it's good to see Eco Dry Cleaners performing so far. Oh, yeah, the wagers. Yeah, absolutely. So here we go. Question number 3 of this round. We're moving right along here. Who invented the precursor to the walkie-talkie? I feel like my guess is a lot of people are going to get this wrong. Alexander Graham Bell, 32%. And the answer is Donald Hings?
Hings. Yeah.
Donald Hings invented the two-way radio that evolved into the walkie-talkie. Look at that thing.
Yeah, and it was a really big piece coming back from the war.
Right, and they had as backpacks.
Using them as
Yeah,
in wartime. Yeah. A number of the inventions came out of wartime, actually.
Really? Yeah. Okay, well this is interesting. Okay. There's some jostling. So number 4 coming up. Ah, how fitting. They were playing trivia.
Yes.
So what was the major contribution Alex Trebek made to the University of Ottawa during his lifetime? Did he Did he found the broadcasting school? Did he donate 10 million? Was he was the first university's first Jeopardy champion? 10 million. So the vast majority, I guess, 55% answered correctly on that one. What a great guy. 10 million.
Very
And he's from
impactful.
Sudbury
Yeah.
too. So my
Yeah.
wife's from Sudbury, and she always talks about that.
He did alumni building too.
Yeah. Okay, Loic. Now, one thing interesting, Marley from Celebrate, like killed it last time, but I don't see her up there at all.
Hmm.
So maybe she's off today.
Yeah, a lot of people off today, right?
Okay, well, Alphabet Creative.
Ooh, wager.
Start coming up here. Now this is our chance again to wager the points. So let's see what sort of changes maybe occur after this question. And here it is. What was the traditional name for the lacrosse among the Iroquois Six Nations? Okay. And we've got a nice picture of the Black Bears there. Have you been to a game?
I haven't yet.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
heard.
It's definitely pro vibe experience.
Yeah.
I never played lacrosse, so I'm still a little unclear on the rules.
Yeah.
But they play
that's
music the whole way
interesting.
through too. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. So 59% answered correctly there. But with the bet-in, let's see if there are any surprises here. Okay, right. Oh yeah, there's Marley. Marley from. Hey, Loic, Ryan, and Dan.
That's great.
And Eco Dry Cleaners and Alphabet neck and neck, 196
Wow.
to 193. And Alphabet's now jumped up here. Very exciting. Okay, number 6. Unusual recycled ingredient was used to make the Javalogs. Newspaper pulp, peanut shells, used coffee grounds, or sawdust. Okay. Correct. Okay, a lot of people got that. Good stuff. Current player rankings, Ryan, Dan, and Sean. Loic, Ryan, and Dan. This Loic. Not bad. Okay, current team rankings. Eco Dry Cleaners and Youth Policy Night, 1 and 2. Okay, we got to catch up here.
Love that.
Youth Policy Night is etching up. I'm going to pause the game just for a moment, and we're going to do a quick raffle for a t-shirt here on this round. Let's see here. The t-shirt has been run, and that has gone to Tara at Celebrate. Congratulations, you got a shirt. And we're going to get back to the game right now. Here we go.
A lot of work went into this. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so current players, Ryan, Dan, and Sean. Good job, Sean. Oh, it's actually Jesselyn playing. She's going into grade 4, and she's got the day off. But good job.
Right.
And it's nice to see the 2 youth-led projects, 1 and 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
And at 3rd place right now, holding strong. Okay, so we're moving right through it. We've got 3 more questions on round 2. And everyone will be back to work before lunch is over here. Don't have to leave the office.
So
Don't have to
smart.
pay for gas.
So smart.
Don't have to pay for parking. And we can scale this thing. So we're hoping that we can not only fund a ton of youth projects, but also help keep Youth Ottawa going along.
100%.
Yeah. And Sam, you've been at the cutting edge of the not-for-profit charity space in Ottawa. Are you noticing it being more challenging these days?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
100%.
That's what you're hearing.
Yeah. A lot of my clients are tired, but
Yeah.
they're pursuing what they need to do to be able to serve the people that they're serving or
Yep.
the mandate that they're serving. But I definitely see fatigue
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
yeah. Well, we're going to do everything we can to inspire youth to come up with amazing ideas, get them funded, get them motivated to be a part of the city.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep chugging along. And we're hoping that this trivia can be something that can kind of keep us from failure, collapse, and burnout. And
Absolutely.
the more we can
Such
get the
a
word
creative
out.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Love it.
Okay, so this one's for my dad. He watched this show growing up. He loves this.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The Lone Ranger, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
You know, that's
especially the photo if you don't
yeah,
know. Yeah.
right. And he was a radio personality
Yep,
for years.
for
He had
years,
a
yeah.
great show.
Yeah.
I think I heard he lived in my neighborhood.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just in Stittsville there.
Wow,
so.
that's pretty cool.
So current player rankings: Ryan, Dan, and Gary. Loic, Ryan, and Dan across the 3 rounds, and that's of course the top 3 place winners across the 3 rounds are the cash prizes. So keep an eye on that.
Okay.
Celebrate Youth Policy Night and Alphabet Creative 1, 2, and 3 across the rounds so far. Okay, we're on to question number 9. 2 more questions. What material was used as waterproof sealant in the construction of traditional birch bark canoes? Was it pine resin, cedar bark, maple syrup, or spruce sap? Well, I'm going to go with D here.
Yeah.
Along with 35% of the folks. They got it right. Okay, now here we go. Last question. It's a wager opportunity.
wager.
So let's see. We've got a wager opportunity, the last question of round 2. Good luck to everybody. Are you going to play it safe, or are you going to put all your chips in the middle of the table here? We shall see. And here's the question. Place your points, wager now. You're going all in? Jeslin's going all the way in.
wow.
Good job. I like that. You gotta take big swings in life, Jeslyn. Okay, the Macintosh Apple accounted for what percentage of Canada's Apple market at its peak between the 40s and 60s? Now, this is a little bit of a strange question because the Macintosh came along much after the 40s and 60s, so that's maybe an error on my part.
Oh, the computer. Yeah, we're actually talking about the Apple. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But here are our winners. So Alphabet at 3rd place. Good job. Okay, 2nd place, Lynn. And Marley again,
Wow.
because last round last month she killed it. So good job. Okay, and thank you again to our newest sponsor for the game is Alphabet. We're going to start the last round here. So this is
Okay.
for all the marbles, but I can tell you right now the rankings. So Alphabet is 1st place right now across the 2 rounds. Youth Policy Night and Eco Dry Cleaners. So we'll see where this goes now. We've got a few seconds here before the last round starts. We're actually going to do a quick raffle for another ballot. So we'll see if we can increase the odds of one of the team really quick. Who's going to get that ballot? Jeslyn, was that you? No? Alphabet. Okay, so if you can pump in another odd for Alphabet, please, that would be great. And here we go. We're into the last final round
Do it.
And if we can just switch back, Sean, to the game here. There we go. Okay. Where did Hugh Lee Kane work for most of his career designing electronic instruments? Was it CBC, Queens, the NRC, or Carleton? Mixed bag. Look at this. And the correct answer is National Research Council. Correct answer. Okay, number 2.
It's amazing the number of connections with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
They're both, yeah.
they're prolific. Okay. Overall multi, Loic, Lynn, and Marley. Rise, jumping out. And multi-game, Alphabet. Okay, let's see. How is this going to end here? Next question. What former U.S. president famously ate a beaver tail while visiting Ottawa? It's a bit of a giveaway there.
Yeah, that's a.
That was an interesting moment.
Yeah.
You're welcome, everybody, for that one.
Keep people going at the end there.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit of an art form, trivia. If you
Yeah.
make it too hard,
Yeah.
people kind of disengage. If it's
Yeah.
too easy,
Yeah.
it's a little
Yeah.
boring. But that right mix of challenging ones and then ones that they can get really quick, make you feel good, a little shot of dopamine. So, okay, Youth Ottawa, nice. Alphabet, first place across the 3 rounds so far. And here we go. This is the one you said, isn't it ironic?
Isn't it ironic? Yes.
Where did she go to high school? And speaking of high school, so your daughter just graduated high school,
Yes.
Sacred Heart.
Oh.
Congrats to her.
So
yeah.
amazing.
You're a
It's
proud mama.
great. Proud mom for sure. She won 2 awards too.
Oh,
so-
amazing. Okay, so Glebe, which interestingly, Glebe is kind of the leader in the city for trivia. They have a team there.
Oh,
They've
interesting.
hosted a national championship, trivia
Oh,
championship
wow.
at Glebe before.
Wow.
And the teacher there, Gregory John, is kind of the guy in Ontario
Oh.
for trivia.
I didn't even know there was a thing.
Yeah, I know. I just, as we started doing this, we realized there's a scene there. Okay, so this is for all the marbles. This is exciting to see how this goes. Which famous Canadian musician was part of the SNL house band and helped launch the Blues Brothers band? Was it Neil Young, Paul Schaefer, Geddy Lee, or Randy Bachman? And I think there's a little bit of a hint there in the image.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, okay. Amazing. So 83% got that one right. We love Paul Schaefer, don't we?
We do.
And I just watched the Tragically Hip documentary on
Yes.
Amazon Prime, and Dan Aykroyd was
Yeah.
featured in that a lot.
Yeah.
A big champion of that band along the way.
I reached out to him about the book, but
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hear back, unfortunately.
Okay.
but tried.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so far, Youth Ottawa in this round is doing well. Alphabet staying strong. Doubled the points of the second place Youth Policy Night. And our first opportunity in this round to wager, Jeslyn, did you go all in again? Okay, why not, right?
It's fun.
Okay, so I'm back with you folks. Here's the next question. Where was Dan Aykroyd born? This one is I think this is kind of a layup for everyone, but this is going to be points, right? So let's see how the leaderboard changes here. Oh, okay. Not sure what happened there. Maybe just a little technical glitch on that one, but that could be consequential here. So Molly at first place of this round. Lynn and Dan. Loic, he's just been steady this whole way.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's see what the teams are looking like right now. Youth Ottawa celebrate Youth Policy Night. And Alphabet, Youth Policy Night and Celebrate 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if they can hold on. So where did Sandra Oh attend? I got a funny story about Sandra Oh. And I know what this one is, but she lived in my house.
Oh, wow.
My mom was in the closet painting one time, and she saw Sandra Oh's engraving in some wood, and we looked into it, and she lived on 20 Midland Crescent.
Oh, yeah, she was right there. Yeah.
Interestingly enough.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
So 83% answered correct. Sir Robert Borden, where I went. So Lynn, Dan, and Loic. Let's see. We're almost done here. We'll be out of here by 12:45. Okay. So we're rooting for this youth policy night.
Mm-hmm.
They're climbing up a little bit, but Alphabet Creative, staying the course. Oh, we
that's
love her.
Funny. I love this picture.
Which television network helped launch Tom Green's career internationally? CBC, Comedy Network, Rogers TV, or MTV? I know Rogers TV was a big part of it. But actually, when we're talking about internationally, it was MTV. So actually, most people didn't get that right, only 9%.
It's the internationally piece. Yeah.
Exactly, right? But Rogers TV was huge in the early days.
Yeah,
I
that's where
remember
I
watching that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was too young to be in the audience for something with his, but I remember watching it. That he was a huge inspiration to me, doing video and things.
Yeah. Well, he broke a lot of ground.
He did. Yeah, such a pioneer. And even the streaming, right? He
Yeah.
had Joe Rogan on his podcast early days, and Joe Rogan's looking around and being like, "Dude, this is the future."
Yeah. Amazing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Okay, what Ottawa high school did Lauren Green attend? So this is, again, Bonanza, Glebe,
Also an
Hillcrest.
interesting photo.
You grew up in Ottawa, right?
No, well, I came when I was 13.
Okay. And what
Yeah.
high school did you go to?
I went to St. Matt's and then St. Pius.
Okay. So it was Lisgar, downtown. %50 answered correctly. Okay, we're almost done here.
Oh, Dan's now first.
Dan, okay. Loic, I just, well, Lynn's pretty close. This could still happen. But let's see how the multi-round rankings look right here. Alphabet 804 to Youth Policy Night 503. This is going to be a big wager coming up here. What was the name of the walkie-talkie model worn like a backpack and built like a tank? The B-72, the RC-3, the C-58, or the Pathfinder X? Hey, this is anybody's question.
Yeah, I was just going to say all over the place.
Model C-58. Built like a tank. Used by over 18,000 Allied troops.
Yeah, pretty incredible, actually.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay, Lynn's jumped up in this round. She's overtaken Dan.
Wow.
Dan's the owner of Celebrate. Yeah, it's good to see him in the action here. Celebrate, second place on this round, but across the 3 rounds, third place right now. Okay, so it's up to Ryan and the policy night to see if they can jump.
Oh.
Okay, here we go. This is the last question for trivia, for all the marbles. Come on. There we go. So what Canadian scientist formula was used in French instant mashed potato and led to this international work with the United Nations? Hasselberg's. Okay. So here are our winners. Marley, third place from Celebrate. Congrats. Ryan, second place this round. Good job. And Terrible from Celebrate. First place. Now if we look across, let's see what we got in terms of the multi-game. So let's show multi-game. So let's go advanced team rankings, overall winning teams. So Youth Policy Night, 3rd place. Good job. Great work. And Eco Dry Cleaners, 2nd place. Amazing. Alphabet Creative, 1st place across the 3 rounds. Well done, everybody. Now we're going to go to see actually where some of these funds will be distributed. So we've got, just to tell everyone again, in terms of the multi-game players, Loic won $250. And we'll go back and see if he won a few of the rounds. I think he did. So that would be possibly another $50 to Loic. Lynn won $100 for coming 2nd place as an individual, and Marley at Celebrate 3rd place is going to get $50 back. Now, in terms of the actual raffle to see the funds, let's run the raffle. The first one will go to the 65% of the funds that we have to give out this round. So I think there's a little button in the middle there. Okay, so let's see. So this is for the 65%. We'll have to figure out what the actual value is afterwards, but it looks like Alphabet Creative has a decision to make.
Okay.
So they can either keep the money, or they can decide where it goes. So they could fund the Youth Policy Night, the Eco, or give it to Youth Auto, whatever they want to do as a staff, they can decide that, and that's part of the fun. And then let's go to the next one as well. So this is for 17.5% of the money that we have to give out this session. Eco Dry Cleaners, hopefully that will add to the funds that he got last time, which is around $80. And then lastly, let's do one more to see who will get the other 17.5% of the entire 20% of revenue. And Head Office Canada, or Head Office Canada.
Yeah, they're great.
Okay, so again, they're going to be able to get around a table and decide where they want this money to go. So thank you, everyone, so much for joining us. This is the 2nd time we've done this.
Yeah.
Thank you to our guests,
My pleasure.
Sam Lepad, and all the questions from your book. If you haven't gotten the book, go out, support it. It's amazing. But really, the whole purpose of this and Youth Ottawa is to energize youth potential.
Yeah.
And if you're a young person in the city, eventually you're going to hear about this. There's a form on our website where you can actually pitch your idea, and we will put a team up for you. You can start fundraising with family, friends, and we're also going to try to back you and promote what you're trying to do. So congratulations to everyone. You should be getting an email within the hour about what kind of money you won. And if you want a t-shirt, it's in the mail very shortly. We'll see you next month. Sean, if you can get up our picture of next month's theme. It's going to be, it's the last slide. It's July 25th, and it's all about summer in Ottawa.
Love it.
Activities, what we can do. So a little bit of a preview to what what kind of guests we might have next month.
That's our team.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, go Red Blacks. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. It's 12:40. Do what you got to do, but lunch is dismissed.
Take care, everyone.
And we're done.